I like to see face to face. So the couple of things that have been going on for about the same period of time that I would love some clarity on. So the first one is relationships. So I've been divorced for 12 years, or on my own for 12 years. And I've had a number of relationships, but I'm really, hoping to meet someone who I can share a long-term loving relationship with. And I feel like I've done a lot of work. Every relationship has been a teaching in some way, an opening in some way. So I'm just wondering if there's any information about this potentiality for me and what the time frame is.
Okay. So what can you tell Catherine about a juicy, fun,
Ah,
delicious relationship?
awesome.
Is there one on the horizon for Catherine? I'm getting a maybe. Okay. Is there some new action she needs to take to cross paths with this person? Okay, yes. So what is that new action? I'm seeing you riding a tricycle. You're a little girl and you're riding a tricycle and you've got pigtails with ribbons in your hair and you're missing a front tooth and you're just grinning and having such a great time. You're not at all worried about the fact that you're missing a tooth because it's exciting. That's part of growing up and becoming a big girl. And so it's just, again, it's about being in the moment, right? It's like not rushing headlong and getting to the destination, because the destination's death. So it's about enjoying this journey. So can you tell us, has Catherine already met this person who is a potential for a great long-term relationship? Yes, it's somebody you've met who's a potential. Is there more than one? Yeah, there's more than one. So I'm seeing them like flowers waiting to be picked. And you just have to go and look them over and choose the one that you want. And now I'm seeing you dancing with them. So it's like, Catherine, enjoy the experience, dance with them, dance with many of them, and find the one that is the best partner. You want the one who matches you. You don't want the one who's going to drag you across the floor, not paying attention to your needs. And you don't want the one that's got two left feet who's going to step all over you and make it a miserable relationship. You want the one who's going to take you and you're going to glide like Cinderella at the ball. You're waltzing in this beautiful waltz with this lovely person. And they may not look or sound like what you expect. I don't know why that came up, but it's being open to more possibilities. I guess that's it. Yeah. It's like the one that came up as a yes for a good long term is somebody that you haven't considered for whatever reason. So instead of looking at all of these potential partners through the lens of what you think is your perfect man, look at them through the lens of somebody that you can just go have a good time with. Let go of all those other preconceived notions, because it's like you are limiting yourself by this checklist that you have. And truly the one who's the best match for you may look nothing like that checklist that you once created in your life. So be open to just going out, and I'm getting like holly jolly and just somebody you can laugh with that is just so comfortable. And it's like you've known them forever because being in their presence just feels so wonderful. They make you feel good about yourself. They make you feel good about life. And it's just easy. There's the word, easy. You're looking for that relationship that's easy. Shouldn't be a struggle. Is that helpful?
Well, it sounds lovely. And I feel like I had a lot of that in the first 10 years that I was single. And in the last 2 years, there really has not been much happening at all in terms of meeting new, I work alone, I live alone. So, the opportunities to meet new people or even the whole online dating thing, I don't know. I'm like, well, how do I even meet these people now? Because I feel like been there, done that. And, there's very few people in my life who would kind of match that easy flowing, fun. Yeah. So
So
that's
let's
a
ask for
bit
some
of a
more.
puzzle.
Yeah. So Catherine says she's done all that. Come on, give her something new. You can talk to them like that. You should all know that. They
Yeah.
don't care. You set the boundaries and the rules. So what more can you tell her that would really be practical and helpful? Is there something that she needs to do? Is she blocking some new action she needs to take? And I'm getting this thinking, thinking, thinking. So just give us a moment here, Catherine. Do you like to dance? Because dancing keeps coming up.
I do. Um, and I've had a really painful left foot for a couple years, so I'm not, and I just don't have the opportunity to go out and dance much because I don't take myself out dancing.
Well, here's the thing. If your foot hurts, you can dance in a chair. So dancing is key here for some reason. And it's feeling like it's about, well, yeah, Catherine, you got to get out there and put yourself in the spaces where you can meet these people. You're not going to meet them if you just stay home, of course. So if you enjoy dancing, maybe you just go, participate as much as you can, and then just watch, but being in that lovely energy. And that's also putting you out there in spaces where you have opportunities. So, okay, you're feeling like you don't have the time to take and do that, and yet you want the relationship. So something's got to give, right?
It
You've got
doesn't feel
two
like it's
opposing
about
forces.
time, though. I feel like I have plenty of time. I have too much time. I'm alone too much. I would love, and I feel like, I've done, I go to the spiritual groups, I go to the drum circles, I go to the, you know, whatever's going on in the spiritual community. I attend Unity. I'm in the choir. Like I have a lot of acquaintances. I do a lot of things, and yet, um, there's still this. Um, I don't want to say lack, but there's many more women in those situations.
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's back out of that for a moment and try a different approach. If you could do anything in the world, money were no object, time was no object, physical limitations were no object, what would it be?
Mm, I would probably spend time living in another country.
Yeah, I'm seeing like fly to Paris. That's like popping up.
Yeah, it wouldn't be Paris. It would be, I don't know, South or Central America, maybe Mexico. I don't know. Uh,
Yeah, so what I'm getting is you've got to change things up because you're doing all these activities and yeah, that's great, but you've been doing that and you're not finding the opportunities for the relationships that you want. So it's mix it up. You're going to have to incorporate some new things. I mean, maybe it's just a matter of finding a meetup group that goes hiking or that travels or does something different than you're doing now. Because
mhm.
that's what they're saying. There's like this sameness and it's like this straight line. You're looking for the ups and downs and adding in the spice. The spice is missing.
Yeah.
Too bland.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I agree. I would like a little spice.
Yeah, so when you meditate, focus on this question. Ask them for inspiration about what you can do that will bring these opportunities to you. And then as you're going about your day, watch for them. They're going to show up, like those breadcrumbs. They might look like just something different that you never noticed before, and be curious about it. Go check it out.
Okay.
A little more exploration. And maybe it's just one day a week that you set aside a little bit of time to do something new. Make yourself a list of all the things that you would do that are just fun, that you haven't done. New stuff needs to be incorporated. That's what's missing because you want to add the spice. So you need new ingredients. And of
Okay.
course, new ingredients can be new men too, right?
Right. Yeah, it's kind of that catch-22. It's always easier to do new fun things when you have someone to do it with, you
Yeah.
know.
So take a girlfriend, or, take a male friend who, you're just friends and you can go do things with. So it's putting yourself out there. It's taking new action. That's what's missing for you.
Okay.
So try that and then come back next month and let me know. And we'll probe further if you're not making
Okay, because
progress.
when I played with my pendulum with this, it was like a yes, and it's going to happen in January, and I was like, great, and now I'm like, huh. But maybe both things are true.
It's possible. Well, if you take new action, absolutely it could
Yeah,
happen,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Do you ice skate? Do you want to go ice skating in January?
Could be, could be. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I'm always looking for new things to go to. Like, tonight I'm going to a kirtan, and I'm just looking for things to do. Um, so okay, I'll just be
Yeah.
more aware of that and keep asking that question.
More playful and new action. Those are the two
Yeah,
ingredients that you need right now.
yeah. Okay, I
And
get
then, of
that.
course, when you get the inspiration, act upon it. The sooner the better.
Yeah. All righty.
So give
And
that a try.
so the other question is more in terms of my business. So I've been a psychotherapist for 27 years, but I'm also an energy healer and tapper and lots of other things. And so I've been in this process of my desire would be to close my therapy practice where I do a lot of trauma work, and it's starting to just feel like a lot and heavy.
Mhm.
And okay, I'm done with this, and move more into the coaching, speaking. I love to speak and teach, and do retreats. So I'm just sort of wondering if there's any information about that transition, whether um, it hasn't taken off in the number of years that I've been in process. So I'm kind of wondering if there's something that I'm missing, if it's just about timing. Um,
Yeah, it feels like I'm seeing you like with one foot in both places.
yeah, I feel
So,
like I've been straddling two worlds, like
yeah,
a picket
so
fence.
it's almost like you got to make up your mind. Either you're going to let it go or you're not going to let it go. And if you let it go, then you're making the space for more of the other to come in.
Except
So,
that I have twice closed my therapy practice operating on that, understanding of creating space. And the coaching practice never picked up enough for me to sustain myself. So I had to go back to taking therapy clients. So
yeah, so it's again more new action, right? And speaking is a great way to help you build that other business. Have you thought about writing a book?
well, I've co-authored a book, and I've thought about. I don't have a particular idea in mind, but this idea of writing a book has just been floating around for years.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't really have, I was kind of waiting for a little more inspiration, a little more support. Years ago, I met my writing guides and thought, okay, here we go. And that sort of trailed off. And so, if there was more clarity, because I feel like I could write about a lot of different things, and then it's just too, there's just too much, and
Well,
and not enough.
what's the thing you would be more passionate about that you want to share with the world? Because that is going to open doors for you as the coach. It's going to build your authority.
Hmm.
And you will be amazed once you write a book how doors will open for you. It changes things.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah. I
one
mean, I just did a
possibility.
TED talk, and that was so. I mean, I'm passionate about a lot of things. I mean, I'm passionate, about the healing piece and all of the emotional alchemy and working with the vibration, the energy and the vibration, and including tapping and heart math and all of that
Mhm.
stuff. With this sort of underpinning of uh, you know women healing their trauma so that they can help heal the world. It's sort of that combination of doing your inner work so you can uh, basically help create the kind of world that we want to be in, live in, leave to our kids and our grandkids. So that's the thing that I'm most passionate about.
Yeah, so I'm feeling like you've got all of these pieces of
Hmm.
all these modalities that you're an expert at. And it's almost feeling like you're going to give birth to something that's new, that's culmination, bringing it all together, and something that's new that you're offering the world that's more powerful because it does bring all that stuff together.
Yeah. I mean, for years I've been, I mean, the name of my Facebook group is Birth Your Brilliance. And you know, that's my coaching program, Birth Your Brilliance, kind of this 9-month birthing what it is that you're here to bring into the world. And I feel like this process of integration, we talked about this a little bit on the call last Monday with bringing in, you know, a couple of the other modalities. I don't know if you remember on the, you know, the Akashic Records call. That was like this aha with me with, um, again, bringing all these different pieces together. I think it's getting more organized and you know, clear in my own thinking about how to present that. Do I do it through stories, you know, of people that I've worked with, or even from my own life? Yeah, it's probably more the formatting that would help me figure, you know, get the pieces more
Yeah.
clear.
Well, again, you go back to take the choices and run them through that filter of your solar plexus. What feels the best to you? Because that's always going to be where you're more successful. But what I also got while you were talking is like, yeah, Catherine, you're helping all these people do their birthing, but what about you? It's time for you to birth it.
Yeah, yeah.
So you just got to decide what are the ingredients and get it out there. And you know what? Doesn't have to be perfect the first time. Just get it done, right? Then you don't have to go running back to that safe cushion of counseling, because that's really an anchor that's holding you back, because it's you're feeling held back by it. It's not allowing you to run forward.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so just meditation and focusing on the options and just see them and which one is the most shiny and beautiful and just draws your heart. It's there. You just have to spend the time focusing and let it come through.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.